Greetings everyone, my name is Ayida Honor. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope that you all are doing well and excited about the new year. It's almost 2016, so I wanted to do this quick video to talk to you guys about supplies as far as doing jewelry design. I make bead weaving jewelry, so like the necklace that I'm wearing, this other necklace, the earrings, the headband, everything that I'm wearing was handmade by me. I have a business where I sell my jewelry online through my website, AyidaHonor.com. And today I'm going to just give you some tips on supplies, and then also I'm going to do a tutorial, well, two tutorials. I'm going to do a quick ear cuff tutorial because I'm using a much better system as far as taking recording video. I'm using my Logitech camera and I'm using my husband's computer instead of the tablet. So I hope that you like how clear it is and that you can hear me really good. I did another video on making ear cuffs and it wasn't that clear. So I want to go ahead and do another one. So let's start by talking about supplies. I just got some supplies in the mail. I ordered from a website called charlenesbeads.com, and these are the beads that I ordered for a specific order that I need to fill, that is red, gold, and green, anklet and earrings and necklace. Okay, so the size of the beads is also important. I use size, and I'm just getting this out of the bag, which I probably should have did first, right? I use size 11 seed beads mostly. These are size 11 silver lined red beads. So that's silver lined. And what does 11 stand for? It stands for that if you took 11 of these beads and lined them up next to a measuring tape, you would have 11 beads to make 1 inch. So 11 aught. 11 aught stands for 11 beads to make an inch. Okay, so let's look at some other size beads. These, for example, are, I believe, size 6. Yeah, these are size 6. Okay, so if you took 6 of these beads and lined them up, you would get 6 beads for 1 inch, so 6 aught. Okay, so these are the silver lined beads. These are just called opaque black beads. Okay, opaque red. So it's just a flat color, just a basic opaque color. And here's opaque blue. Now this is opaque luster. As you can see, it's a yellow bead, but it has a really shiny luster to it, so it's called opaque luster. These are metallic. Metallic beads are more expensive than seed beads in general. Metallic beads go through a different process to make in the factory. These were like $5 for just this pack. Okay, this pack here was about $2 or $3. And if you're gonna get metallic beads, which I love metallic beads. If you're going to get metallic beads, make sure you get the ones where the color's not going to rub off on your fingers while you're beading. And also your customer, if you're making them to sell, or your friend or your family member that you're giving them to, the color doesn't rub off eventually. Okay, so the color doesn't rub off on these, but there are some where the color does rub off, and that's when you have to be careful to get a certain specific kind. Okay, this is a frosted color. This is brown. I don't know if you can see that that's brown. Dark brown, and it is opaque matte. So it's a matte color. Okay, so now these are the long bugle beads that I use in my ear cuffs. They are 30 millimeters, I believe, long. And I get them from Charlene's Beads because these do not have sharp edges in general. So I want to make sure they don't have sharp edges or they will cut the string. By the way, I'm a mom. I have 5 children. They're in the other room. My husband is actually, he had to drive down to go pick up this desk that he bought because he needed a new desk for a computer and also for us when we're recording. Behind me is the keyboard that my sons mostly practice on. My husband has another keyboard that's actually really, really nice, and we're in the living room, but where I'm facing right now is actually near all of our supplies, school supplies. So I'll do a video on that also. Okay, needles. My favorite size used to be size 11, which is smaller, but now it's size 10 because I noticed my size 11 needles, the eye of the needle was cutting my string. So I was like, oh no, that can't be happening. So now I use size 10, which the eye of the needle doesn't cut the string. Now my thread, I've been using this kind of thread for about 14 years. I like to get this big bobbin, which is 3 ounces, and it's Nymo, Nymo. This is a gold brown, and it's a size D. I use size D because then I don't have to go back and weave through everything again to make it stronger. This is a very strong thread. It's used by coat makers, men's coats and suits. And I don't think they use it on shoes, but men's coats and suits, this is the kind of thread that's used. And let me tell you, this is some strong thread. Okay, so we talked about beads and needles. Now there's wire. This is a size 18 gauge by Bead Smith. I ordered my wire from Beadaholic. This is a non-tarnished wire. Now, the reason I get non-tarnished is because I don't want it to tarnish. So I used to get this other kind of wire from Etsy made by a specific person who makes their own wire, but it used to tarnish right away as soon as I made something, and it would be all this different vintage looking color wire, and I was like, oh no, this can't work. So I started getting a non-tarnished wire. I pay about $5 or $6 for this, and this will last me for about 8 pairs of ear cuffs, so it's definitely worth it. Now supplies. Go on in your room, babe. Thank you. Okay, and I also use size 22 gauge wire for putting the beads onto. Beads can fit on this wire, but they have to be beads with bigger holes, so size 6/0 or size 8/0. But size 11, which is the ones I use when I'm beading over, adding beads onto the wire, I have to use size 22. You can use smaller wire to put beads onto, but that wire can be very delicate, so it can break. Okay, so what do I use? I use these pliers, wire cutters. These are the different kinds of pliers that I use. I actually got these from a friend, so thanks, John. If you see this video, thank you. And these are a type of pliers that I use when I want to make little loops. See how it has a cone shape at the end? Okay, so my little scissors. Please excuse the fire truck coming down the street. We live on a very, very busy street, and there's always something going on around here. So you're going to hear noise. You're also going to hear my children because they're in their rooms now, but that's not going to last forever. Okay, so now these are my little nippers. You can get these nipping scissors. They're really good because what they do is they cut really close to your beadwork, so that you don't have to worry about having some heavy scissors that you can't get that thread really close to the end of your beadwork. Okay, I've had these for about 8 years. Can you please close your door and tell the girls I said to quiet down? These are super important. Why are they super important? Because these are pliers with nylon jaws, and the jaws actually, you use that on your wire to straighten it. So like you just take it and straighten the wire. What that does is it makes it straight, but it also makes it a little bit more bouncy and hold its shape a little bit. And it doesn't leave any nicks on there because you want your wire to be nice and neat. Avi, can you not do that right now? Thank you. My son is trying to go in the kitchen to get a snack, but I'm wanting him to wait until I'm done with the video. Go take it in there. Hurry up. Okay, so the nylon jaw wire cutters, wire pliers, excuse me. And so now my favorite, newest tool, and don't laugh at me because I used to use a regular hammer with a sock on it to not to hammer my ear cuffs into shape, and that was hard work because the hammer is heavy, 1. 2, I just felt like it wasn't how I wanted to do it, and finally I went ahead and splurged and bought this. It's only like $12, but it's so worth it. It's a nylon hammer, and I believe this is by Bead too. And I bought it from Beadaholic, but you can find these on eBay or Amazon, all different places. And you hammer your wire work without leaving any nicks on it. And so that's really important to having high quality jewelry for your customers. Okay, so supplies. Those are basically my main supplies that I use. I also use feathers. So I get my feathers. I like to get them on Etsy. There's a company on there. I can't remember. I think it's Moonlight Feathers. I like to get them from sources where animals aren't harmed. Basically, the feathers fall on the ground and are collected, and they actually, the stores actually are very specific about that. And so that's something I'm very careful about too. Okay, so that's supplies. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do some basic stitches, bead weaving stitches. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. One more tip, a few more tips, really quick. I'm going to show you my bead tray. So this is my bead tray. I got this tray from Beadsmith, and it's a very nice rectangular tray. And the pads that I use on there are microfiber, I believe, or ultra, I can't remember. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to find out for you guys, but just look up Beadsmith beading trays, and the mats come with it. And what they do is they hold your beads in place, and you can do several different projects at the same time without your work sliding around. And again, don't judge me, but I used to use a soap dish. My mother-in-law gave me a bunch of soap dishes that were brand new. She likes to shop a lot at garage sales and everything, and she finds these great little things. And I used to just put like a piece of fabric in there, like felt or something, and do my little beadwork, and my tray would be like this small. And I'm trying to do this little bit of beadwork. My shoulders would be hunched over, and I would be tired, and it was no fun. Lighting. Make sure that you have a good lamp. That's something I didn't do for a long time. You want a lamp where you can adjust the neck of the lamp so that the light can shine right onto your work without you hurting your eyes. And I found that for a while I was doing that, and I needed to get a new lamp, so I did that. And also you want to have good posture, so sit up straight. Save your body, save your back. You don't want to have any back problems. That's something I've had to work on. I have to sit up straight when I'm doing beadwork. Also, something really good to strengthen your hands, because beading takes a lot of it uses a lot of your muscles in your hands. I like to make homemade bread, so I like to knead the dough and everything, and that helps massage my hands so that my hands aren't super tired. Take breaks between when you're bead weaving. Take breaks, do exercises. I remember a friend told me a long time ago, she said, go ahead and do a quick yoga pose in between, because if you don't, your body's going to suffer, and you want to offer good products to your customer, but at the same time, you don't want to hurt your body in the process. So stay healthy. I like to also drink water, drink lots of water. Take breaks, listen to music, go do other things. Don't just bead weave all day long like I used to, and sometimes I still do that, but I have to be careful to take time off. So I hope you had fun with this video. This is just an intro about what I do when I'm bead weaving, and I've been doing it for, gosh, maybe 14 years when I first got my bead loom. I love making jewelry. I love that the jewelry that I make is well received by people, and that you guys, I hope you all like it. And in the next video, like I said before, I'm going to show you some demonstrations of different techniques that I do, and some of the videos that I'm going to be doing also will be talking about how you can get your work, get your work out there so that people can see what you create, and about being unique, and about offering a quality product, and about customer service. So the next few videos I'm going to do about customer service, because that is so important. Okay, love you guys. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.